I'm checking. Okay, I'm gonna refresh this live stream. It still shows waiting. Have you started? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna refresh this live stream. It still shows waiting. All right. I think we are live. All right. So, hey folks, hi everyone. We are gonna wait for a couple of minutes for others to join. Meanwhile, you can see the Uh, maybe we can share the opening notes link in the chat, the YouTube chat. So just to let everybody know, we are using Jitsi and for this meeting and live streaming it to YouTube. We are gonna show you slides of a presentation of 17 slides where we'll cover the rules, the evaluation process, the price. We have partner projects. We will have FAQ section where I'll read out the frequently asked questions. Then there'll be a Q&A session for you to ask questions at the end of this presentation. We will also talk about the code of conduct. We'll mention the local editions that we have this time. And in case you are still looking for project hackathon ideas, we will share that thread with you uh, over the chat as well as the resource thread on Telegram. So make sure you are part of Telegram group. We will be sharing that link as well in the chat. So we'll wait. I'll see how many people are here. We have 8 people. If this is refreshed, otherwise. Uh, Maybe we can start in next 1 minute. Ansh or somebody can just say yes, or if we want me to start at 8:05, we can wait till then.
Till 8:05.
Cool. We will start at 8:05 then. I am gonna go on mute. Meanwhile, maybe Ansh can share the PDF link in the chat. I think we can start now. It's 8:05. Uh, Good morning and welcome everyone to FOSSHack 2024. This is the fourth edition of FOSSHack, the yearly hackathon to promote free and open source software. Uh, you could be building a new tool, new library, or new app today, or you could be extending existing free and open source software or hardware. So next slide. Okay, so I am gonna just read out the rules for the FOSSHack. So anybody who is having an Indian bank account are eligible for this. We do not have currently we don't have the option to accommodate international participant. All right, next, what you can work on. So at FOSSHack, we encourage people to build a new FOSS app, tool, or library which has utility, or build any alternative projects to the proprietary projects out there. It could be again a tool, full-fledged app. You could redesign the existing FOSS application. It could be your own project. It could be somebody else project out there on some platforms like GitHub, GitLab. You are welcome to work on open hardware, build on top of existing open hardware tools. This year we have uh, a few partners where we have we have partnered with I think 10 to 15 projects where you could go through them and learn about the project. We had a session on walkthrough about the code in the last 2 weeks. Ria from our team was going through it. So I'll cover those projects in the upcoming slides. But that's additional information that I would like to share. I want to share with you. Now, what you should not probably work on. Any app that uses a lot of proprietary APIs or services. For example, your project is about any redesigning the front end and or UI, and you end up using a lot of proprietary tools to redesign. So that is not what we are promoting to build at FOSSHack. Or a simple CRUD application. CRUD stands for create, read, update, delete. It should have some utility which could be used by anybody out there to enhance the project, make some significant contribution. Or yet another Keras model on available data sets out there. So we promote to build something which has, again, not just software, but again, this applies for all the hardware data. Now there are a lot of AI projects being built. Next slide, please. Feel free to drop your questions in the chat. We can take one by one in between as well. We don't have to wait maybe till the last slide. Okay, so now the evaluation process. So we at FOSSHack we encourage to use the open source or any dependencies which has open source license. We will be sharing that open source license, the license which are recognized by the community as free and open source. We'll share the link in the Telegram group. We have a resource topic especially just for resources to follow. So whenever you use in like dependency, make sure you check the license of the particular dependency, and that license should be there in this list where which we'll be sharing soon. Again, any project is especially at a hackathon where you are building a project and you are competing with a lot of other participants, you make sure you have written the README or the information details of the project in very detail. For example, what was the what were the expectations? What did you end up building after the end of hackathon? You should use all the you should mention all the existing tools that you used and how to install the app, how to you know test it, and all such things which could be useful for the jury members to go through it and simply use it rather than going through a lot of hustle figuring out how to install. Uh, Also, one important thing is the completeness. You make sure you do not end up uh, you know not completing the project or any tools. It does not need to have the full app working. Maybe you should having limited features working within the 36 hours of frame. uh, Meanwhile, you make sure you mention even though you could not uh, complete it, so that our jury member, it will be easy for our jury member to go through it and evaluate. Design and aesthetics is important. You make sure you build minimal, clean, modern UI. It should be usable. Time frame again. We have 8 a.m. today to starting from 8 a.m. right now. Today to 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. The all the commits which has been made during these 36 hours will be counted. Considered for the judgment. If you use any existing code, make sure you credit it in the again README section. And at the end of the hackathon, you have to upload a demo video within 3 minutes. Make sure you stick to the points. Do not extend by just adding the information which is not necessary. Uh, Again, this is something. If you have any query in this evaluation process, you could just drop a message in the chat. We'll take that in the Q&A section. Next slide. Okay, so we have pool of 10 lakh cash prize, which we'll be dividing among the the best projects. Again, which will be decided by the jury based on the the quality and the utility of the project. So in the last 3 years, the around 10 to 15 numbers. I mean, around 10 to 15 projects were something which we considered giving rewards, but that number could go, below 10 or above 15, more than 15, depending upon the quality of projects. And of course, the jury again will be the final group to decide. We'll also share the list of the jury members soon in the announcement section, so that you are aware of who are these people. Again, the money will be transferred within Indian bank. I need to have the PAN to accept, to get to receive the prizes. Next slide, please. Okay, maybe we could come to this FAQ at the end. Can we go to the next section? Yep. So, as you might be aware, we have 12 local hosts where people are participating in person, and there are participants who are hacking from their own home or their friend's home, or some maybe co-working space or their office space. uh, while the hackathon is going, if you ever feel being harassed either online or in person at the venue, online through the chats or email, either from the other participants, your team members, or the organizers, volunteers, feel free to contact us at the number given here. I'll just announce the number, just 9900982939. You could call us. We'll keep all the reports anonymous so that your identity is not revealed. Or you can email us. The same report could be emailed us with coc@fossunitd.org. Uh, Yep, we are. Like I mentioned, we are having 12 local editions, three in Bangalore, Samagata Foundation in Church Street, Bruno office in BTM, and Dev Folio office in Indiranagar. These are the Bangalore editions. In Mumbai, we are having this at Frappe Technology office in Vidya Vihar West. In Chennai, we are having two local hosts, Assistant College and SRM. Delhi, we have a 12-hour hackathon, which is 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. today. It's in Greater Noida, Delhi Technical Campus once again. At Pune, we are doing this at Symbiosis Institute of Technology, and we are also, having this one place is in Hyderabad, Geeta University. At Ernakulam, we are having this as MITS. And then JN, Jawaharlal Nehru College of Engineering, New College of Engineering at Shimoga. At Trivandrum, we are having it at STIST. Yes, these were the local hosts. Now, coming back to the hackathon projects. So over the last 3-4 years since we have been doing it, we have received a lot of queries. Okay, we don't have an idea to build on. We know this technology, so how do we start? So we during FOSSHack 2020 itself, Rushav, our co-founder, started a thread. We'll share this thread link again in the resource channel. He started the thread to discuss ideas and share ideas where people can go and pick and start building on it. Not necessarily for FOSSHack, but any other hackathon, or in general, as a hobby project, side project. So we will share this link as well. Go through this if you are still not sure what to build at this hackathon. Next slide, please. Yes. Now these are the partner projects that I was talking about. We have these 9 of them. So these are community FOSS projects, which means these are all the projects, all the source code are available for the community to use, modify. So we have projects including MS File Manager, Compiler, FreeCAD, projects from Internet Shutdown, project from SFLC, which is Internet Shutdown. We have KeyShade, we have Kitty. Kitty is a popular one from Covid Goel. ListMonk, OCaml, the language itself, and Vyakran. You can check it on our FOSS, the main page of FOSSHack. You must have already seen in case you have scrolled the whole page, but in case you haven't, just go through it and check it out. Next slide, we will have these are the 4 commercial open source projects, which means most of the source code are available for the community or anybody to use, but certain pieces, certain scripts are hidden for the authors, the project maintainers. So Hopscotch, Phase, Raven, and Webinix are these 4 commercial open source projects, which you can also go and pick. Okay, thanks. I think once again, if you have still any queries, if you have any queries around these terms, the differences, or anything around whatever I'm talking about, feel free to post on the YouTube chat. We will be happy to take it after this session. And this hackathon, and not just this hackathon, everything at FOSS United is running and going smoothly because of industry partners, which means the companies an organization who support us to make sure we keep running this activity, promoting free and open source software, hardware in India. So Samagata is Samagata, Frappe, Sensible, the Comic Company, and NT and Ditto are other 2. So you could learn more about them by just visiting our website. You could find their name on the home navigation section. Okay. We would now can go back to the, yeah, okay, this is a Telegram channel, by the way. To If you haven't joined it, feel free to join it. You will have, we'll meet a lot of folks there who are participating with you. We'll meet the organizers. At the same time, can we go back to the FAQ section? I'll probably go through it, and then we can go on to the questions. Yeah. So again, the question could be, what is FOSSHack? How it is different than any other hackathon, or what is the meaning of FOSS? So FOSSHack is it's a hybrid mode hackathon. Like I mentioned, we are having 12 local hosts and people are participating online. At FOSSHack, we promote the uses of open source and building of open source. So a lot of hackathons around, which promotes mostly on which focus mostly on building some stuff. But here, of course, we promote building some stuff, but with the use of open source and the final output. I mean, the project you are building, the participants will be also open source, which means can anybody can go and use this software without relying on without even talking to the open source authors, which means there is no which means the innovation happens without the maintenance being the bottleneck, because source code is open, everybody can go and see it. So at FOSSHack, we promote the idea of building open source, using open source. So we invite professionals and students to come and participate. This is the fourth edition. We started in 2020, and we have created a pool of 10 lakh cash prize. This could be, again, the full cash prize could be allocated just to the winners of this, or the sum of the amount could be given you as a grant if we feel that, okay, this project needed a bigger amount. Then let's say the amount, the reward size is 10, starting from 20k to, okay, it is 10k to 1 lakh. But one of the project, we first FOSSHack itself, we have given 5 lakh to one of the project called Fika Land. So if the project is good enough to get funding up to that amount, we have the total pool of 10 lakh. This is organized by the FOSS United community and the foundation, the people at foundation. Yes, that is FOSSHack. Again, if you still have any query around it, feel free to just post it on the chat. We have, I think I mentioned why participate. Of course, there is a reward out there. At the same time, your projects will be, visible to the community of FOSS United and the general developers community in India. Apart from the funding part, you can show your projects to the community by just keeping it on again platform like GitHub, GitLab. You can get recognized by recruiters. At FOSS United, we keep getting requests to find the right people. So if you participate in hackathon, so our organizer or the team at FOSS United Foundation will have an eye on all the projects. So there are chances that you'll end up getting internship or full-time job opportunity at some of the companies, our partners. Again, we can't promise this, but there are potential chances. Then of course, as fun activity, or as somebody who care and for the people in the community, you can share the code with others. Yes, you can. I mean, the question is, we get this very frequently that do I need to create a new project, or I can just build on top of the existing project which I have been building in my free time or as a full time. Yes, you can build or extend your open source project. Uh, I mean, if you haven't registered yet, go to the FOSSHack website and register. Next slide. Yes, we are happening. I think this question is answered. License 101, we will share that link soon on the resource. I'm not sure if we have already shared, but keep an eye on the resource topic on FOSSHack group. Is it mandatory to submit my project before? Yes, so you're supposed to submit the project by the 8 p.m. tomorrow, or if you are, which means by submission we means you have to finish the README, you have to complete, upload the demo video to the portal. You have to make sure you commit all the code you have written during this 36 hours on the GitHub or GitLab or whatever platform you're using. Uh, and based on that, the evaluation will happen. Commits will be considered. Again, I think it's same question, more or less. So, since the commits will be considered between these 36 hours of frame. So, if you have whatever commit happens before 8 a.m. today and after 8 p.m. tomorrow won't be considered for the judgment. Slide. Am I expected to share updates on my project? Yes. So one thing is, while you are, even though you are, participating in person at one of the local hosts, or you are hacking from your own home, make sure you keep updating the, group about let's say you had four or five, milestones, like then you make sure that okay, once you achieve them, you update on the Telegram group so that others, including the jury member or the mentors or volunteers, are aware of it. At the same time, you get to see what others are building, how is the momentum, how everybody is, participating. Yes. What if two people are contributing? Yes, you can. I mean, there could be multiple solution to one problem. For example, there are a lot of Linux distro out there, so it's not the problem statements doesn't matter. I think as long as you not copying pasting. Like I mean, just doing stuff like copying paste. It's fine by us or the jury members. Uh, how does mentorship work? Okay, so this is something I wanted to talk. We have another group of Telegram. It's called FOSS United Public, and we have around 6K people over there. And, there are a lot of active folks who are interested in helping mentoring students. So you make sure you join the FOSS United Public group as well, apart from the FOSSHack, because that's where people will be helping you at a very fast speed. I mean, we are trying to invite the mentors to the FOSSHack group, but again, a lot of people don't want to join multiple groups. So I think for you, even after FOSSHack, that group would be really helpful to participate in discussions, understand people's view about certain projects, certain ideas, certain discussions, certain decisions, certain open licenses, a huge ton of their hardware related discussion. So make sure you join the FOSS United Public group and put your queries on the help channel, help topic. If you are requesting for any one-to-one call, feel free to drop a message. We will try to connect you with the right folks who are available during those time. Again, if you still have any query, feel free to put it on the chat. Next slide. I think you must have already reached, or still you are, listening somewhere in between. Of course, laptop you're supposed to bring, or the other hardware devices that you are going to use to build any project. Okay, again, depending upon the project and the need, you would be the better person to know. But laptop is not must. Can we form teams? Yes. I think a lot of people have already formed the team, but if you're still looking for any team members, potential team members, feel free to introduce yourself to the FOSSHack group and request for team members and mention the skills that you are looking from the team members. That would be the right way to find other co-hackers. Uh, Again, it's not necessary to have a team. So if you are working alone, that is also fine by us. If you are looking for one, make sure you put a request in the FOSSAC channel. Yeah, we are having. I mean, the question is, what if I can't travel to take part in the hackathon? We are hosting this hackathon in person, and for the people working from their home, want to hack from home. So you don't need to travel necessarily to travel. You can just be at your home and hack. In case you have already accepted the local host participation, you make sure you inform the organizer that you're not traveling in case you have any changes in plan. That is only request that we have, so that we would be end up saving food and other wastage, or we could invite other people from the nearby area to, in case of course it's possible to for them to travel and reach the venue. uh, Yes. So there's one. The question is how the judgment will happen. Judgment will happen. There are local hosts and there are virtual participants. So FOSS United is looking at all the participants from the same angle, which means even though you are hacking in person from one of the local edition or from home, all the projects will be in the same. Will go through the same process to get the final results. There is no extra, I'll say, points to come in at venue, and then I mean, the extra points for coming at the venue. You can hack from anywhere and still be eligible for the same jury process. So no favors. Will I be same for the local chapter? I think there are one or two local hosts where the college have provided special funding to just announce few winners. But we at FOSS United, we are not having such uh, separate or discussion around it. So that's totally up to the. You should ask your local host if you are participating in any local chapter, if there are any pool prize of local participants. But yeah, from our side, no. All the projects will be covered under the same. We'll go through the same panel of judges. Yeah. So again, the TLDR is we are a hybrid. It's a hybrid hackathon. You can tune in virtually under the same rules, judgment process, and the access to mentorship. All the most of the mentors will be available online. There'll be few mentors in person for your local host as well. Yeah. I think this was the end, right, Ansh? Think, yeah, you can join this Telegram group for the further discussion of queries, but I will go through the chat in case. Okay. Participating certificates. I'm sorry, but this we don't have any certificates planning for this hackathon. At one of our core philosophy at FOSS United is to promote the idea of building. Of course, we understand how the importance of certificate, but at the moment we don't have any processes or any platform to give certificate, but yeah, I mean, so no certificate. Um, I mean, your GitHub, or your GitLab, wherever you are building the project, is going to be the certificate for you to show it to the potential recruiter or fellows, whatever you're trying to achieve with the certificate. Your commits are the real certificate. Okay, yeah. She's Anish Davane. I'm personally working on extreme project. So do I have to fork the repo or do you can start working on the same project, Anish? You don't have to fork it. So the jury panel will look into the commits starting from 8 a.m. today and 8 p.m. Until 8 p.m. tomorrow. So those commits will be considered for the evaluation. Okay, I think these were the only few couple of questions. Again, I think we have already spent more than 30 minutes. So I think further we can take the other questions on the Telegram, and we please give a look to the resource topic so that you go through them and uh, make sure you follow the basic instruction. So we'll also share the slide on the same resource. All right. Anything else from me, Ansh?
No, I think we can wrap it up.
Thank you so much. Anything else you want to add yourself, Ansh, or should we just end this?
No, I guess we are good to go. All the best, everyone.
Yeah. Thanks everyone. Happy hacking. All the best. We'll see you in between on the chats or maybe one-to-one calls. Thanks. Ansh, have you end this live stream?
Yeah, I've ended it. Just checking. I think 10 सेकंड बाद बंद होगा. हाँ.